What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another Black Desert video. So today we're doing a special video where I got an expert hunter with us and another BDO content creator, a partner, to show us what it's all about, teach you a lot of the secret tips that we all know, and learning how to do hunting. And I took a bunch of questions from all of you guys in the comments, and hopefully we'll get those answered. Yeah, today we have STRYKER on, a famous streamer. You want to tell us about yourself?
Yes, hello, everybody in YouTube land. STRYKER 500 here, coming at you live. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, we're on YouTube now, right? Yeah, sorry. I am a big, I'm a big live streamer. STRYKER 500. I've also been called the Mouth Lady. You're gonna have to go watch me on my stream and check out why the hell I'm called that.
I
But
saw that
yeah,
video
we're
from
here.
Blue.
Yes. Blue is the first to coin that term, mouth lady. I think it has something to do with my avatar for sure. But yeah, I am excited to be here. I've been playing BDO for about 3 years now, and I am pretty much end game player when it comes to combat. I love my Scholar. I've been playing Scholar since her release. And I'm also, a lot of people don't know because they see my 850 whatever score, gear score I have for my Scholar, and they don't realize that I actually do. I started the game playing with life skilling only. So I only life skilled for like 6 months when I played BDO. And I have like, I don't even know. I should count them up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guru level life skilling. So hunting is my
Huge.
favorite. Yes, hunting's my favorite.
People, low-key life skilling makes a lot of silver, and
Yes, it
all people
definitely
think of is grinding circles all day, which is also a lot, but life skilling is low-key a lot too.
Yeah, low key and actually really cool. The cooler part is the life skilling because like you know you're
Yeah, it's like
underground.
a
You got
breath of fresh air. You just do
yes.
something different every day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But thanks for having me on. I
Yeah.
am excited. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of questions, and then we're also going to be showing you how it's done from the expert herself, Guru like 44.
Yeah,
And
I am actually I just hit Guru 45 the other
oh,
day.
nice.
Oh, G45. Yes.
So we're going to start off with normal matchlock hunting, and then we're going to be going down to morning light and doing
Yeah.
sniper stuff as well. So you want to talk about the differences, like which one? Some of the most important questions are which one is better for XP, matchlock or sniper. Let's just get that out of the way first.
Yeah, so for XP, we're standing at the king of XP if you come forward
Yeah, we're
to the
down by the
Rhino.
Narcion spot in
Yeah.
Odraxia.
Mhm. These lovely rhinos, they'll be your best friend if you're XP hunting. If you're wanting experience to what we call power level, which I did many years ago, right? Like I said, I did a lot of life skilling when I first started. This area right here is going to be your home for a little while. You're going to get the most experience hunting rhinos in BDO. That's the bottom line, period. Now, sniper hunting, you do interestingly enough, because I've done quite a lot of sniper hunting too, it kind of the way the sniper hunting works, it's very different than matchlock hunting, what you do in the game, and it just does seem to get some experience. But I think that really ultimately, bottom line, I still feel that this is the best place to truly power level. You're not really here to gain as much silver. You're here to gain power leveling on your hunting ability.
Mm-hmm. And so for the new players who are doing the Olvia Academy, and there's a hunting line where you catch, like, they get the wild spark byproducts. That one is affected by mastery, correct?
Yes. So
Okay.
the wild spark is an RNG drop, but I'm not sure if that's affected nowadays because they might have made a change on that with mastery. But I want to say yes because like with other life skilling with the little byproducts, it is affected by mastery. So we're gonna go with yes on
Mm-hmm.
that. Yes.
Nice. Okay, so before we actually start doing anything, do you want to tell us what kind of buffs and gear is this beginner friendly? And you want to talk about, like, how do new players get involved in this if they want to start it for the first time, assuming they're like beginner one?
Yeah. So if you're just starting off with hunting, you're going to want to probably just buy a matchlock like off the market.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually, as you keep practicing with those basic matchlocks, you're going to want to get a master matchlock. And the master matchlock, you can actually, I'm looking at mine in game. You can get a +10. That would be the best one, is a +10. And that one is currently selling. I don't know if they're on the market, but they're selling for about 700 mil right now.
I
So it's
think you would
not
have to put an order on base to
okay.
get it and then force it, I believe.
Yes, yes. I know it has a price of 700 mil. I don't know if people actually are still selling them at this point, but I tapped mine all the way up to a +10, started at base. And that's just going to give you the most hunting damage when you have your matchlock. So the levels of your guns, whether it's the sniper or the matchlock, that's determined of how much damage you're going to do to the mob that you're hitting with the gun. So obviously the higher the number, the quicker you're going to kill the animal that you're hunting.
Hmm.
Just to start off, like where to go, if you go to your map, and the basics of where I was many months when I was leveling is actually north.
Oh, actually, I think you can group ping it, right? I think it's shift and then
Oh, true.
yeah, I'll just open my map and then you can group ping
Okay.
it and then show where it
Is
is.
it shift and oh my god, I don't even
Let me.
there, I did it. I am so
Oh yeah, I
I
see.
think
Okay,
I
I see
did
your
it.
group ping.
Yeah.
I remember going to that
Yay!
place early on.
Yes, yes. So this is, well, I don't know. I've always called it the Archer Guard post, so that's what
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
can
go
see.
with. Yeah. So we're gonna go up here to the Archer Guard post, and you're gonna go actually a little bit south, kind of in this section in there. And generally it's either there or in there. Again, it's been quite a while since I've been there. But when you get to that part of the map, they're gonna have feather wolves, and they're adorable. And if you actually were to visit my manor or my little home in Hydel, you'd see a ton of feather wolf heads. So feather wolves is a great starting block to practice the skills of how to do the hunting, to get some basic experience. I do not recommend anyone coming right here saying hello to these rhinos until you're at least in the mastery level range. It's going to take way too long to kill the rhinos until you've leveled up a little bit. So enjoy your time at the feather wolves when you're a beginner.
Hmm. So, what
Um,
buffs would people use early on? Let's say you're beginner one, you have some gear, but what should you use?
Yeah, so basically, you want to try to get whatever you can on your Manos hunting clothes. But let's say you don't even have Manos hunting clothes, you can use combat gear when you're just starting out, because even the feather wolves can hit you pretty hard. And you can actually, I've died many times when I was learning how to hunt. So actually switched to combat gear and just
Hmm.
put the gun and did that to just kind of get used to the rotation. But I would try to get a tri-Manos hunting outfit. And then obviously you want to do your priones and just have them wherever you can get them if possible. But even if you don't have priones yet and you're a beginner, the Logia gear is still really good on your accessories.
I think the Olvia
And
Academy gives you the blue ones nowadays, so
that's
you just
perfect.
skip the
There you
green
go.
tier.
Then you
Yeah.
just go straight, that's perfect. Then you're gonna want to, at some point, they have the new Manos hunting bag, which is really nice because it gives experience, weight, and mastery. So you're gonna want to get that as well, and maybe either try to, I mean, it's 20 bill on the market, it's a hefty price, but you can also tap that yourself.
Hmm.
The last thing is the artifacts. The one that I like to use is called Canine Tooth for your artifact set with hunting mastery. And then for basics, like when we're talking about just potions and stuff, food items, I just go with a nice, good old fashioned seafood cron meal. That's always a really good life skilling meal. Then you're going to want to do your villa turning gates, which gives you some extra experience there.
Hmm.
Of course, we've got the new little black spirit that gives you the extra experience for energy, and you don't really need a lot of energy to do hunting. So you're okay using that energy to get that extra experience. I do like a Khan's heart if you have one. If you have a Khan's heart, does help as well, having that extra mastery and life experience. If not, the Trent's tier is a really good. um, a stone you can use as the Trent's tier.
Yeah, I think that's the beginner one. I don't remember how you get it, but it used to be through a seasonal reward, but I think you could just do a quest
Really
now.
nice. Yes. A Book of Life is always helpful. I really encourage Laura's Warm Black Tea because you get life experience and gathering drop rate. And whenever you want to talk about that aspect, there is a big part about gathering drop rate when you're doing hunting. And what else do I usually run? The Verdures are really good. The Verdure drafts are good. They give extra experience. And that's about good for basics, like just to get you rolling.
Hmm.
Yes, I would say you, hands down, I really do still feel that canine tooth with that one is going to give you critical hit rate, hunting experience, hunting mastery, attack speed, and critical hit. So it's a great combination all around Lightstone set for really any level. You can be beginner in the middle of your grind, or even I still use that sometimes. Now, I tend to use gathering drop rate with the yawning hedgehog
Hmm.
lightstone combination because I'm trying as a kind of an end game guru hunter, I'm trying to get better drops instead of like power leveling. But the canine has a great combo, like it kind of hits all the areas.
So, what would you say in terms like people are going to ask how much silver do you make, and like how does it scale as you get better at it and more mastery?
Yeah. So the bottom line, I'm gonna stand right in front of you right here, okay? Because we gotta look eye to eye on this. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. You are not anywhere going to make money at the same level of grinding when you start off with hunting as a beginner. There, we said it.
Yep.
It's out there. Okay. You are not. And this goes for a lot of life skilling, actually. You do need to kind of go into this and practice the skill and see if you enjoy rolling around here and shooting this gun. Because if this does not appeal to you, then that's why you want to practice it and get out there and try it. But please know you're not going to make the money at the beginning. You're just not. You're there to power level, get your level up. Now, let's jump forward to Guru 45 Hunter. That would be me, by the way. Just kidding. Okay. That sounded really tacky. Anyway, so Guru 45 Hunter, okay? Can I make equivalent? Now, keep in mind, I'm also grinding end game. So I'm grinding at those end game spots like Star's End and Dania, which I'm making over 3 bill an hour, right? Can I pull in 3 bill an hour sniper hunting? I want to say it's
Probably.
close. It's really can be, yes. Um, I still feel I don't like to say this because I really wish I could say that, sniper and this kind and Narsan hunting is just always going to pull in the numbers. But a lot of it is with the RNG of like if you get heads to drop and
Of
certain
course.
drops,
Yeah.
it does really affect with RNG. So, but we know that grinding, you're kind of at a set standard. You get trash and there's your money, right? So you can always kind of know when you're grinding a zone with your trash amount how much you're going to make. However, all that being said, when you hit guru level hunting, at least in the even higher level, like 20, guru 20 or higher, you're going to start seeing some real silver coming in from your life skilling. And that's where it really pays off. So a lot of times I'll have people in my stream and they're like, "Hey, Striker, I tried hunting. I'm not making anything." Like, what? How are you making that money? And that's the truth.
A
You
huge
just got to stick
investment
with it.
into
It is.
everything.
Yes, it is a huge investment. And that's why I really encourage people on my stream too, like to just try it. Don't start. I do not recommend buying end game life skilling gear. Don't sell your combat stuff to try to
Well, I've
fill up
always
your
told people
entire.
that.
Yeah, like don't do that because you're going to come out here, you're going to do hunting for an hour and you're going to be like, "What is this? Like I am done rolling around in the grass. Like what? I'm out." And then they messed it all up because they didn't practice doing the life skill. And hunting truly is an active life skill. It's not AFK. You're out here shooting rhinos, shooting lions, whatever. So you got to really like the activity. And I really always have. Like from the beginning, it's very relaxing. It's actually my break from the normal grind. Ha ha. So I go grind with my scholar and I'm like, I need a break. I come out here and hit some rhinos. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you also have to mention that your matchlock has the heart on it, which gives you the extra thing, and the extra shots will definitely add to it later on. But newer
Yes.
players,
Yeah, she'll be able to shoot 4 times, which absolutely does help bring in more silver, and it just helps the grind go a little quicker. You're gonna kill the mobs faster and not have to take as much time reloading because you have more shots.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So before we get to it, one last thing: crystal setups. You have 2 different ones, right?
Yes, basically on the crystal setups, you have one that, especially if you're, which we'll show next probably, is the shadow lions. If you're out here to really make money, then you're going to want a setup when you're killing the mob to be a little bit with having like those AP, and back attack and a little bit more aggressive and less on the life skilling crystals. You're going to want to have crystals that are more combat related so that you're killing the mobs quick and just, not so worried about your experience with life experience.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're here with the rhinos, typically you are here because you're trying to get experience. So I would almost put an entire life lifestone setup for your entire crystal setup, like all life crystals, because you're going to really power level a lot quicker. Again, is that going to make you a little bit weaker when you shoot the rhino? Yes, but ultimately, I do feel that it is worth, when you're trying to power level, try to do as much life skilling experience that you can do, whether it's crystals, potions, all of that. Just everything. Put it all on and it's going to really help. Even if you have to hit the rhinos a couple more times, right? It's okay
Right.
because you're going to get more experience.
So this is the spot everyone goes to just to get levels, and then if you want silver later on, you do something else.
Yes.
All right, so I'll get some screenshots later. I'll put it on screen so you guys can see what you use as well, and everything we talked about. There should be some sort
Absolutely.
of link or something. And yeah, so with that said, do you want to teach us some tips and everything on how to do it like efficiently? Like there's a crouch thingy instead of just shooting, how to do
Yes.
multiples and everything.
Absolutely. Okay. So basically, the bottom line is, and this is going to come, it's going to be, I'll try to do it for a beginner because when you get the 4 shots, you're going to unlock. I'll try to show you over here. Let me move down. I should not have aggroed. I aggroed the rhino. Let's get away from the mobs. Okay, he should not. Hey, let's see if he fought. Okay, he went back. See, there we go. All right, never mind. We have a wolf. Oh my God, it's danger zone out here. Let's come
Also,
over
if
here.
you have an infinite potion, this helps a lot.
We got a wolves. Okay, I think we're clear. Are we okay? We're gonna run a little bit more. We got it. We're getting attacked. Okay.
All right,
See,
we're
it's
good.
just like normal grinds. Like we're grinding out. We're getting attacked by the mobs. Now, when you unlock the 4 shots, you get a skill that's very helpful. I'll just show you. You can stay there and I'm gonna run towards you to
Mm-hmm.
show you the slide. So this is a wonderful ability that helps once you unlock the 4 shots. So you run, okay, and then you shoot. And notice I did a quick slide into a crouch. So
Ooh,
that's all I have to do is basically sprint and then shoot. And I automatically go boom, boom. You can see the shots went off quicker, like a quick 2 shots in a row after the crouch. And that's
is
all
that
from
at
that
Guru
ability.
1 and higher?
Yeah, that's yes, and that's also connected to the 4 shots, I believe. So that ability is very helpful. So when you're watching me kind of go around, just know that if you're a beginner, this particular move right there, you will be wondering, why can't I do the crouch thing? Like the quick crouch, because everybody can do this. Like crouch, that's Q. Everyone can do that. So I'm not talking about we just standing here and hitting Q. I'm saying that I'm running, sprinting, and going into a fast queue like that.
Mm.
So I just wanted to clarify when you're watching here the rotation, if when people are watching and they're like, well, I can't do that. And that's why, because they're not high enough level yet to get that ability. But it's great when they get it. Okay. So
So
there's,
we'll learn the
yeah,
BSR thing after the
yes,
rotation.
yes. So basically, there's two ways to do this. You can either kind of group about 3. I would start with 3, no more than 2 or 3 rhinos at a time, and have them by aggroing them 1 shot each. They're going to then start aggroing onto me. And then you just kind of rotate around and shoot the 3 rhinos in a very important place, Jonlaw. Do you know where that would be? Where must we hit the rhinos when we hunt?
We learned this
Where are
in
we going to get the
PvE.
most
You do
damage?
back attacks.
Yes, you must do back attack. And it really does make a huge difference. So the most that you can do with back attack is what you want to do. Sometimes you can't, and it's okay. So I'm going to show you the first strat of kind of grouping up about 3. You can do more, but I would start with 2 or 3 only, just
So
to get
this
used
is
to
if
it.
people have the infinite potion or a lot of
Mhm.
potions, right? If you don't,
Yes.
well, do like 1 or 2 at a time or something.
Yes, if you're a little bit squishier and you're feeling a little bit of that damage, so I've got my pen hunting shirt on, which provides a lot of protection. So
Even Tet has
obviously,
259. I
yes,
think Pen is
and even
20 more.
try. Yes, and even try is pretty good too.
Hmm.
So that's why I recommend as a beginner, like I was saying earlier, you can wear combat gear. That is nothing wrong with that. All right, so I'll do this strat first, and then I'll
Hmm.
show you another way we can do it. And you can wherever you want to be.
I'll go
I'm
watch
gonna
you.
run on in there. Okay, so I'm gonna try to aggro about 3, and then just kind of go from there.
Yep.
There's 1, 2, 3. Now I reload. I stay crouched, and when you roll, it actually allows you to do a quick reload too. So you always want to be crouched when you're reloading. If you stand like this, I'll stand up here, and you reload, you take a lot longer to reload. So you always want to be crouched. If you roll, you will automatically, oh, no, never mind. You have to, never mind. I'm just thinking of my ability. So you just want to be crouched when you reload. So now notice they're all on me. They love STRYKER. They are like, oh my God, STRYKER. Okay, so now we're going to start the back attacks. Notice I hit that guy in his butt. They all have a pattern. They have a little bit of a animation pattern that as a
Charge and then slam. Yep.
Yeah, so you will get used to their animations. Once you start memorizing animations, you'll start knowing, like, when do I need to hit that rhino? Is he going to do a quick turn? Is he going to be turned around for a long time? Once you memorize those animations, it makes this process go a lot better. So notice I have not moved very much. I'm staying in one place, and I let them do all the movement. And there you go. So we've done 3. When you actually gather, so right now I just gathered, that's when you get experience to tick on your life skilling chart. So when you pull up your life skills and you shoot an animal, you're not going to see your experience go up. Experience goes up when you gather. So right there, you're getting a little gathering experience and hunting. So after this pack, I like to kind of move up here to a pack that's, again, it could be 4 or 3. I'm going to do 4. So we're going to pull 1, 2, 3, 4. Reload, let them all come to me and aggro, watch their animations, and just kind of go from there. Again, if you have more damage crystals, you're going to kill them quicker. But again, these are the guys that give us experience. So we're okay if it takes a little bit longer to kill them, because we're going to get a ton of life experience in hunting. So there's 2. And we're going to wait. So right there, notice I'm not even shooting, right? Because it really, really makes a difference to just do more of a strategy of timing. Ooh, that was a good drop. Sorry. I know you can't say. Ooh. And if I get like 4 heads to drop, you're going to know it. Because I'm going to be like, we got 4 heads to drop. But I didn't get any. Okay, so just know, take your time. Oh my God, seriously? I'm going to screenshot this. I literally just
Let's
Rhino heads.
go.
No way. Okay, I will. I'm gonna prove it. I will send you this later. You can post edit that in. Oh my god, just got 4 rhino heads, and that's also silver. You can make a little money selling those, but that's for another time,
Her
another
guild
discussion.
loves her because you have guild buffs.
Yes. So that is crazy. We just got that STRYKER RNG, folks. Okay. So that's one strategy. Did you have any questions on that, John? Like
Yeah,
what's
so I guess
like,
for the new players wondering,
Mhm.
gathering mastery versus hunting mastery, assuming you have like a pen, butcher, knife, and whatnot, how important are those?
So they are important. They are going to affect what you get on the pull. So like basically getting that drop, my gathering mastery affects it as well as my hunting.
Hmm.
But I typically really like to use, like when I'm sniper hunting, you can get the nice, the bitterness. You can get real nice crystals when you sniper hunt, and those are affected. The rare drops are affected by what you have, like with your artifacts, like in your pets. If you can try to get a yawning hedgehog pet, that can affect some of those drops. And you want to have like gathering item drop rate as high as possible. And that's going to get better drops to happen, when you're actually gathering after you kill the animal.
Hmm.
You're always going to gain more mastery points. I'm sorry, you're always going to gain more hunting experience, not gathering experience when you gather. Now, do you get a little bit of a tick up on your gathering? Yes, but more of the experience is going to apply towards your hunting. So hunting truly is where it's coming from, but gathering can help, but it's the drop rate that is going to affect what you're getting from the pull. So you want to get those drop rate, and like I use the yawning hedgehog artifact set because I'm not concerned about hunting mastery, I'm not concerned about hunting experience, I'm trying to get the most money. So that's
Right.
where it starts to shift. You start to shift your artifacts and your a little bit of like what you're running with your potions a little bit when you're trying to make more money instead of just power leveling. Because I could still power level. I can, as a Guru 45 hunter, I probably will be here in Rhino Land, and I will run all life experience and I will not worry about money. So that's one strategy, is like the 3 to 4 pull.
Hmm.
Another strategy is just right here. I'll just show you, it's real quick. You're just going to run up and you're going to always want to try to pull by hitting a back attack. So right there, do you see how he ran away? That is a wonderful animation because I was able to get more shots off because I hit him from behind and he ran away from me, which is a really good strategy if you're kind of min-maxing a little bit. I really don't do that as much now with the min-max. I just kind of enjoy coming out here and shooting the rhinos. But that is one strategy to think about, always trying to attack from behind when you start. And you just go one at a time. So right there, I just did one rhino. That's great. You reload, you hit another rhino, and you just start again. It's a little bit RNG with the back attack, but it's okay. When they run away, you just get a little bit quicker hits. So he's giving me a good animation there, and he's dead. And then you gather, go to the next rhino. It's over the years of hunting, have I seen a major difference with this strategy? I still lean towards the group. So if you can try to get 2 or 3 to come around you and you just kind of rotate where you're hitting, I did find that I did a little bit better with my experience gain. But one to one, just one at a time, you're still going to make those gains. We have these wolves right here. So the little wolves, the shadow wolves, they also can pile up on you and really do some damage, but they're more doable. So I would say medium level hunter, these are good spots to be at. The shadow wolves and the rhinos. Yes.
So for XP, it's still the rhinos, and then everything else is just a bonus.
Yes, I would say rhinos are definitely the king of XP, are the rhinos. And that's, you can ask a lot of life skillers that like to hunt. Obviously, I've conversed with several. I'm in a life skillers guild, and I mean, the rhino is still the king when it comes to experience for hunting. I'm excited about the new hunting zones for the new area.
Yeah,
But
we heard
yeah,
about that during the
woo,
Calpheon Ball. Excited.
wait for that. Yes. Now, sniper hunting, I must introduce Pam 500. Okay, so get a good look at Pam 500 here, folks. And let me get my hunting shirt back, because I've been told. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the show Archer. Okay, it's
I
a
have, yeah.
adult cartoon. Okay,
It's
and
actually pretty old
I
now, isn't it? I
it
remember
yes,
watching that a while ago.
yes, I have been told in my streams, holy cow, you sound like Pam from Archer sometime. And I don't know why. I mean, I have no idea why people would think I sound like Pam from Archer, but there are moments, I can agree that I kind of have that little bit of a Pam attitude. And so we had to make a Pam character. So, yes, she's my cosplay of Pam from Archer. So, if
Makes
you're
sense.
wondering, yeah, she's nice and thick and has a little scowl on her face. She's ready to kill and do some killing out here with some sniping. So she's pretty awesome.
Want to tell them
Oh,
what's different besides the
yes.
entire sniper rifle? It's like playing a different game.
It is absolutely playing a different game. So out here, the biggest difference I found with sniping to Matchlock is that is really that when it came out, this was like mega money. Is it still really good money? Yes. But when it first came out, and they still do drop, are the crystals. The crystals that drop here, you can go through all of them. There's a ton of them, right? There's life crystals, there's bitterness, all the crystals that really are good value, and they still are today. So really that's what can make a lot of money, are those drops, those crystal drops. And you're always going to get the same things with meats, and you're going to get, which can help you with cooking. You're going to use the meat to either sell, you can cook with the meat. A lot of times I would use it to just do cooking, life skill. There's
Hmm.
just so many things that, aside from the crystals, you're just going to make a static flow of money. The other thing that drops here that's really nice are, you're going to get, again, higher mastery. You're going to get more of this. You can get sharps.
This is the
And we
money
know,
spot. The other one was
yes,
XP.
yes. And we know the sharps, they are very
All-time
much,
high right now.
yes. So like right now, I could just not grind at Star's End and come out here and hunt for an hour, get a whole bunch of sharps and sell those, and make pretty good money just off the sharps alone. You can also make money with the black gem fragments. I can get 20 black gem fragments in one drop, and
Hmm.
those make black gems. Black gems then make concentrated black gems, and all that stuff I'm talking about is making money. So again, it's just depending on the player. If they want to kind of build up their own life skilling gear, they can use those gems to tap, or they can just sell the gems. They can just sell them and make money. So this place really is more of the money maker spot. But it's surprising because you can actually do pretty good experience, but it's not going to be like Rhinos. Rhinos is the best.
Hmm.
So this is it's pretty chill, it's pretty fun. There are dailies if you want me to show you where you can get the little dailies.
Yeah.
Because Narcion kind of has dailies. Yes, there's a guy over there in Narcion, but this little guy, okay, he's right here. He has 3 dailies, and it's to kill the boars and the bears. And I wish I had another word that started with B, because that'd be fun. But there's nothing else out here that starts like, because I could say like
Soon
the boars,
TM
the
when they add the
bears.
new spots, maybe.
It's the boars, the bears, and then the hawks. The hawks ruined it all. So the hawks, I'm just gonna say it up front,
The
is,
Hawks are
oh,
so
it's
annoying to do.
a bitch. There's the B I
Yeah.
was looking for. It's a bitch. It just never works. I'm sorry. Bottom line, you can aim, you can be right up under them and shoot them, and they're not going down, folks. So if you would like to try your attempt at those hawks for the little daily, go for it. At my time in the game, I don't typically do the hawks anymore. I'll do the other ones, the bears and the boars. So there's a couple ways on strategy here too. Did you want me to just kind of go through strategy here a little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
Okay. So some people will kind of go over here, just like we have this person here, Vandronen. Okay. You can kind of stand on the corners and pull them towards you. So the thing that I think people with sniper hunting, you really need to understand from the beginning is to just be very patient with with what it's doing, because it's very different. It's and I'm sure you're going to show it on your stream here, but it's like it's just completely different layout.
Hmm.
The screen zooms in. It's just all completely different than
More
Matchlock.
realistic in a way.
Yes, and the mini game does take some getting used to. So when you're kind of showing the mini game, I'm at the point where when it moves from left to right, I immediately hit it. So I don't even let it bounce around on the bottom. I just like, as soon as it starts moving, I'm just
Yeah, the
hitting
timing
space.
is what
The
you have to get
timing,
used to.
yes. Get used to the timing. But once you get used to it, it kind of becomes like second nature. You're just kind of used to the timing of it. And then you get in like a flow state. You know, Jonlaw, when you get in
Hmm.
that flow state and it's just like, yes.
I think
And
we
you're
call
just
that
like,
locked in.
absolutely locked in, and you're just making the silver, because then you're just hitting that flow state. And that's a strategy, is kind of bring them over to you. Another thing is, keep in mind that when you sniper hunt, you are using a sniper rifle. I think people forget that because they try to shoot the animals
Surprise.
like right up in front of their face, and they're like, Striker, I hate this, I can't do it. I'm like, yeah, because you're shooting them too close to you. This sniper gun, oh my gosh, it
Snipers
can
are meant for
shoot.
long range.
Of course,
Surprise.
yes, it can shoot all the way across this field. Like, you see, if you're zoomed in, you can zoom all the way across to the clear other side of here, and it will hit an animal over there. And that truly is the best. It does the most damage. It gives you time to reload, shoot them again while they're now running towards you. Okay, so really shooting, it's a big tip that I think it seems obvious, but people forget. I think they try to shoot the animals closer, and it actually is harder. It's much easier to be here sniping when you shoot them very far away
Hmm.
and let them come to you and continue then shooting them. That's a big tip that I think is, I think people just, I mean, assume, but I don't think they know that. I think they just start shooting and they're like 10 feet. Like, see that bear right in front of you, right in front of us right there? See that bear? Like,
Yep.
that is not good. Like,
Go
you can go over
further
here.
back.
No,
Yeah.
you can go over here and go, hey, how you doing, bear? What's up? Like that. If you want to do that, do that. That's fun. But you're not sniping. No, no, no. You know what? I'm gonna run across the field, and you're gonna stay, and I'm gonna show you how far away you can snipe. Okay, this is gonna be
Yep.
a good thing. Okay, all look at this boar right here. You can hit him from where we were. Hey, oh my lord, he's aggro on me. But you can hit that boar from where we were standing all the way across, and it's a big deal.
But
People
this
forget
one, you
that.
actually go for headshots this time and perfect
Mhm.
shots. A
Yes,
little
so
bit different.
headshots do make a difference. You want to go for that headshot on the aiming. You want it to fall right in that perfect little position, with the aim with the reticle, and it'll make a nice little ping sound. It'll actually tell you when you hit a perfect shot or a critical shot in the bottom left. It'll bring up that graphic to kind of let you know you're doing a good job. Headshots, I can almost, at my mastery and where I'm at, and with my gun, I can almost do a one-shot kill on these mobs. Almost. I
Nice.
I pretty much get about 90 to 95% of their health gone, and then I have to just do a little follow-up shot. And they die in 2 shots. If I'm doing beautiful headshots. If you're doing body shots, it's gonna take a lot longer. That is our big thing, is to do those headshots. You're gonna kill them a lot quicker. Absolutely. Now, another strategy is to come right here in the middle. Right here in the middle. And oh, you know what? Look, see right in front of us? Do you see that other player and how they have all those dead animals in front of them?
Yep.
You see all the dead mobs? But that's what I was talking about. You let them come to you, and now they're all dead and they're still shooting. There's another one just went down. And now they're going to go and gather and they're all right in front of you. It just makes the gathering a little nicer because they're all right in front of you. However, don't get too complacent with that because do they despawn? Yes, they do.
Do you know
So
what the
they
timing
will.
of it is
I
before they
feel
despawn?
it's 2 minutes. I feel it's
That's
around
a
a
good amount of
2-minute
time.
mark. Yeah, it's a good amount for the boars. The bears despawn quicker, but the boars stay longer. But I have tried this technique that we can see here that they're doing, and I don't know if it's just me. I don't know. They despawn on me. Maybe I'm just taking too much time or I'm gathering up too many. So I don't really mind running around a little bit more and gathering. Doesn't bother me. I also like kind of being in the middle here and just circling my character around on the aim and have them come towards the middle of the map.
Hmm.
And there's two main sniping locations. This is the main one where you're going to see people hanging out. There's one over here. If we want to run over here, that guy is like, what are y'all
We'll go to a new spot so we don't disturb his
He's probably
cycle.
like, what in the hell? They haven't even shot an animal. What? We're just enjoying the nice little trees out here. So this is another spot on this side. I've actually sniped here quite a lot, many hours. It's not too bad. I tend to kind of come over here to this rocky area and kind of post myself here and let them start to charge me on this side of the map. And it doesn't look like there's many mobs, but when you start killing them, it'll repopulate the animals and they'll start filling up this side of the map.
Hmm.
That way it's like more private, and that person that was over there going, what are y'all doing? They got their spot. And then there's one more spot that's past where this person is. I'll show you the last sniping spot. Because I think people also forget there's like a rotation, right? Like when you grind mobs, and you're like, get out of my rotation, Mitch. Okay, there's the same thing with life skilling. So this is a spot in the middle, the one I just showed, and then there's one over here. And I've done all these spots. Like this is the last spot over here. You can see there's a lot of boars right in this little area. And I kind of run over here by this mountain kind of spot and I'll shoot back up this hill a little bit. But this whole section, notice there's a lot of mobs. You can come all the way up here. And again, people just think this, they don't know about this location. And you could just, this is really nice because you see how we're up high and we're like looking down on all those bears down there. It's really nice because it just, I think it's just nice because we're, oh, that boar. Okay, what is boar? What do you do? I know we got a good conversation going on here.
Following us.
Yeah. So like that's at least the 3 spots. And then you can get the tiger to spawn. And I've actually got 4 tiger heads to drop in 1 kill. I finally got the infamous tiger head.
Oh, I've been going for that.
Yes, I finally got it. I've got the tigers. It's the full-blown body, the stuffed tiger, the whole body. It's phenomenal. And I've got him in my manor, so I'll be happy to send you a little screenshot and you can show that. But yeah, they're phenomenal. I finally got those to drop. And then you get bosses like the tiger, you get boss boars, and you can get boss bears. So there's like 3 little mini bosses, and they're kind of fun. They drop just more material. You're just going to get more stuff, which is really great. Let me take this guy out.
Did what you told me not to do and point blank shoot it.
We got him. I don't have my life skilling gear on, so it's going to take me about an hour and a half to gather. That's okay. So yeah, that's kind of the sniping. I still got 8 black gems. Woo, very nice. But I really
I'd
like
say if you've never done
hunting.
sniper rifle hunting, you should try it. It's like playing a different game. It's kind of fun, actually. It's pretty chill.
It's very chill. Yes, it's really fun. And don't get sometimes people have said in stream, like they have a little bit of a harder time with the reticle and the zooming in and out, and I can understand that because it is quite different. But at least give yourself a few hours at least. Don't stop after 1 hour. You truly need to kind of, with both hunting, like whether it's matchlock or sniper hunting, You gotta give yourself, I would say, a full week. Would you say, John? That's pretty good. Like, yeah, not every day, like hours and hours, but give yourself a week to just kind of be with the life skill. A
Yeah,
week
just
or
try
two
it
of
out.
like,
It's pretty good.
try it out. Yeah, and see if it's something that might work for you. But I love hunting. It's one of my favorite life skills besides what's my probably my other one. Well, if we're going to talk about AFK, I like processing. I love processing.
Everyone
That's
likes fishing.
close. And you know what? I'm I've never really I've never really cared for fishing very much. I mean, I do fishing because it makes pretty good money now, but
Hmm.
my fishing level is one of my lowest guru levels.
Yeah,
So
gathering surprisingly is one of my highest at Guru 43, and then processing is
yes.
47.
Yeah, I think I'm 49 processing and 32 gathering. So I've done quite a lot of gathering as well. Yeah, but hunting is, besides cooking, is my second highest life skill at 45. Yeah.
Nice. We could always talk about that in another video if you want to talk about
Oh,
like
sure,
cooking
sure.
and other life
Oh,
skills.
yeah, other life skills. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's been fun. We learned about
Yes.
matchlock hunting, sniper hunting, and there should be more in the future, right? They talked about it at the Calpheon Ball. There's going to be
Yeah,
new
very
spots in
excited.
the future.
Yeah, I'm excited just to have a new spot to hunt and like
Hmm.
have new animals to hunt and just
Yeah,
see what they drop. Because I'm, usually like, especially here, they had those really nice crystal. Well, they still do. They have the really nice crystals that drop that brought in. I mean, I made billions. I really made some good silver when this place just first came out, and I was already at a guru level hunting. I just was able to really capitalize on this spot, make some really good silver and take
nice.
a break from the grind. So I really enjoyed it. And I still, even on stream, if you come by my stream, I will be doing this. I will be hunt. I think you. I feel like I was doing sniper hunting the other night, and yeah, I like to do sniper hunting on stream. I get a lot of questions about it, and I show everybody like what's going on with hunting because you can like really do some good stuff with it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
maybe we'll get some clips added in later if you're going to do that.
sure,
And
sure.
all the other stuff that we talked about, like all your crystals, your levels, you can send
Hmm.
me a screenshot. I'll add them in later. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about the BSR thing when we were at doing matchlock hunting. It's just group them up, hit the BSR with the hit
Yes.
button.
So the
Yes.
BSR is hitting, when you hit the F button, especially matchlock hunting,
Hmm.
when you're doing like wolves, like the shadow wolves, you can actually gather about, I usually do about 10 at a time. You might want to do about 5. You gather them up in aggro and then just have them all just attacking you and then just stand up or kneeling and hit F and it'll just go huge shot and it'll actually kill, like a one-shot kill on several of them and really do big damage. So it's like a big, big damage shot when you do the BSR shot. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Glad
Yeah.
we learned some new tips and how to go about hunting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jonlaw, for
Yeah.
having me on. It was a lot of fun to kind of go back and talk about one of my favorite life skills that really started me in BDO. So thanks for having me on, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you want to watch her stream, I'll leave all the links in the description. YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, are you gonna make more YouTube videos in the future?
Yeah,
I
I
think
need
it'd
to
be
get
cool.
I need to get more YouTube shorts. That's gonna be primary, what I'm gonna get my content out with my clips. We got some crazy clips over there. So yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any questions for her, let her know. Go follow her on Twitch, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.